Okay, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, for frick's sake! I'm putting the Baldur's Gate from the. I'm so used to doing Baldur's Gate. So I'm considering the possibility of putting Starfield on hold until I finished playing Baldur's Gate 3. There are a few reasons for this. Um, Foremost among it is the fact that I am um, very much enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. Um, at least now in my second playthrough or second attempt at the playthrough. Um, uh, Part of it is going to be like the role playing aspect. Um, is definitely a major component because what I'm kind of afraid of is because we're going back to whimsy here that I'm just going to kind of forget the Macaria voice a little bit. Um, though I have considered the possibility of just playing Macaria in Starfield. I'm not sure how that's gonna work because she isn't really like Whimsy. At least has evolved and has. Let me see here. We got EOA. Okay, interesting. It just defaults to. Probably one of the first mods I might end up getting is a mod to add a PS buttons, which might be another reason to wait to play Starfield. Is that there'll probably be more mods. There probably aren't going to be any mods for a while because I think Bethesda tends to stagger. Dang, this is loud. Um, there's a photo gallery. We're gonna go for very easy to start. Um, we'll see how the difficulty works. Um, Crew. Yep, B. Oh, I have to hold down the circle button. I'm pretty sure there'll probably will at least be a something to change the game button overlays to PlayStation. But we will do the character creation at least. The other possibility, which I've already discussed, is I have no idea why uh, the game designer is saying this is a bad accessibility. Let's see what the accessibility features are. General subtitles are on. Iron sights. We toggled large menu fonts. Um, display is probably huh. Interesting. So the graphics preset is medium. Like, is this game like just so uh graphics intensive that maybe this is just a default thing. Um, Because like I'm running on a RTX 3060, which is kind of lowish end. It might be a couple of years old now, actually. Actually, I think it is a couple of years old now, but like, it's still good. And for 1080p, I'm probably gonna just go with high. We're probably gonna put motion blur on low, or is that the amount or the quality of the motion blur? Huh. Yeah, it is the quality. It says the quality. So I'm just gonna take its word for it. Also, it's possible that you see how things run on Ultra? I mean, we have dynamic resolution, and we have we can also disable depth of field, which will be great for Warrunner when he finally plays this in like 2 or 3 years. Actually, show damage numbers. Okay, we'll probably leave it off. But this is like a pretty good, decent title screen. Like it's pretty cool. It's not even that minimalistic. Also, I kind of want to, another reason to keep playing, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm hoping the sound isn't as loud for you as it is for me. I might have to, like, turn the music down. In the 24th century.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Stardock. Except, with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, you know, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Animation is surprisingly good so far. Like, particularly the facial animation.
Okay, let's see what
samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady. And never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Okay, we need to. Is there any like calibration here? So far, it's running pretty smooth. I'll just. Is there no gamma settings here? The music at 50%. That's weird. There's no like display calibration because this, like, normally I don't have to really change it that much, but like this feels
Know what I love
very
about working in Freestar Collective space?
like washed out.
Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Reams of red tape. Look at this one over here. Calvert! No! No. It's a laser, not a sledgehammer. Ease up. Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up. Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Dusty, you're up. Grab a cutter and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
Okay, when do we get the character creation? Maybe I should change the title to Intro and Character Creation.
How they sucker you to join? Fall for the fancy pamphlet?
I'm busy. Got anyone else to bother?
You're ready, boys. Get back up here.
Actually, this is probably like for a Bethesda game. This is like kind of the longest we've had to get the character creation.
Before I feel like talking to you. Be glad when
Come
we're
on.
off this rock.
It's time. You're with me.
like think about it here, okay? We've had Morrowind, uh, uh, Morrowind. We have going for the games I played. Uh, we had Morrowind where you wake up in a ship, you you go up onto the ship and you go to docks, and then you meet a guard. He's like, no, okay, you go to the guard, go into the census office, and at the census office, it says, okay, we need to get some information on you before you're released. Character creation. Um, Oblivion. Uh, Patrick Stewart talking. Amazing narration. Video cutscene. You zoom into the prison where you're being held. Character creation. I said, like, kind of technically in some ways even faster because like there's no gameplay until after you've created your character. Um, Fallout 3, opening little narration by Ron Perlman. Then you go into a very brief cutscene of you being born, and then you have the screen come up that allows you to create your character. You know, it shows supposedly what you're going to look like when you're older. Character creation. Skyrim. Uh, hey, you're finally awake. There's a bit more of there's no opening narration, but there is basically an in-game cutscene of you going through Helgen with other prisoners, some conversation. It's a bit longer, but there's no real gameplay. Like you're the guard like asks you who you are, where you're from, wherever, and you get character creation. Um, there's a bit more of a lengthy character creation, not character creation, a lengthy kind of intro thing on rail, entirely on rails, but like you can look around. Um, but overall, it's not very long, and there's no real gameplay until you've created your character. Um, Fallout 4. Uh, there's again, well, we could go to the New Vegas, which isn't really Bethesda, but it's Bethesda adjacent. Um, you have the introductory cutscene. You that was before Skyrim, I think, but whatever. Um, you wake up from having a bullet in your brain, and then he talks to you, and you create your character in a more immersive way. But character creation is still kind of at the forefront. Um, Fallout 3 does have a bit of character creation that happens like when you select your skills. With the goat, so that does take a bit longer, technically. Um, Fallout 4. Again, like I think you go like almost immediately from Ron Perlman's narration to the actual character creation system, like immediately. Like this is, I think, the first time that we've actually had at least elements of gameplay leading into character creation, which is like nice. It's okay game design wise, but for my purposes, I'm feeling a little anxious because I really want this to be like the session 0. Like this should be focused on character. Like the entire purpose of this video is to focus on character creation, and then maybe like a month from now, depending on how I feel at the end of this, like I'm not gonna come back to this game, but Baldur's Gate 3 calls to me. Like he knows that we're gonna probably shove enough gameplay into this intro before I even get to character creation. I'm like, oh no, I really want to play. I'm playing this, but I don't know.
Standard reading a clean break. Shut it down.
Let's go. Hella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after? It'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
Also, I'm gonna see if there's game mode settings. I'm just missing where they are. Well, I'm not the first. Yeah, brightness light. Ah, okay. It's literally confirmed. There's no brightness, contrast, or gamma settings in this game whatsoever. If I were reviewing this, that'll probably be an instant negative. Particularly given how the game so far has looked incredibly washed out. At least for me, like on both of my monitors, it looks really bright and washed out. That like it probably would be easier for me to adjust my main screen because it's actually a TV, and I just have to hunt for the remote, which is actually kind of an ordeal. But um, for my monitor that I don't really use, um, I had to find the button, which might actually be easier technically, and then like try to navigate for everything. Anyway.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Hopefully, I'll probably remember all this by the time.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Some floating things. I'm hearing some violin strings. I'm not sure this is a soundtrack that's constantly playing in my head or should I blast it? I'm gonna blast it. My God, it's full of stars. I hope I didn't hit the microphone there.
Dusty, snap out of it.
Name is Whimsy, not Dusty.
Hey, come on. Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Okay, character creation. Yeah, that's a pretty basic intro. It's not even that long, so I wouldn't think it. Well, there's too many presets. Ellie, could you please? My cat is. I don't need to be interrupted. I'd rather not be. Have a kitty on my lap right now. Sorry. Like ordinarily, I just go through all the presets, find the one. Okay, well, that's hair color's close to what Whimsy would have. All the names Vasco can say. It'd be funny if Whimsy's actually one of them. I doubt my roleplay is as as popular as. Well, there's Whitney is there. That's the closest thing. Also, it would be weird if a character in. Oh, Melody is in there. That's kind of a character name I sometimes use. I'm pretty sure my actual name is here. It's common. It's the very last one on the list. But I'm trying to use it because you could use DJ. I doubt Makaria is. Good for Makaria. I think her short version of her name would be Kara, which I didn't really. Cal L is in here. That's funny, but not Kara. I mean, come on. You can play Superman, but you can't play Supergirl. That is sexist. Cancel this game. Or are they afraid of being sued by David Cage? I mean, this could be like just confirmed names. Oh yeah, we could name ourselves something obscene. Is this like a work in progress? These are some all of the names. Okay, so that's just weird. Well, you can name yourself Kara. I'm not sure if it would be pronounced Kara or if 'cause I've heard it pronounced Kara, but I have a childhood friend whose name was Kara, so and pronounced Kara. So like, do we want the immersion of one character referring to us by name, or do we just want to call ourselves Whimsy? I can't remember what Whimsy's actual name was supposed to be. If I wrote it down anywhere, I doubt it would be in the. Oh, her actually it was Larissa. Okay, I originally that could be in here or something similar. There's Laura, Lauren, Lillian. I mean, I haven't established that name in my previous playthroughs, so I could literally just um I could literally just retcon that again. I could look for the tiefling names and see there's anything that actually like there's well let's see there's Kali is a and they have Cal. Lilith is a name that isn't here. Karya, obviously, I don't think I even looked it up. There are a lot of gamer character McCready. There's Michaela, which might be a little close to Macaria if we're gonna play Macaria. There's Oriana, which sounds like an actual, but there's Orgasmo. Okay. You name her character Python. Can you name... Yeah, Princess is one of the names, which I think is a character I played in Fallout 4 at one point, way back in the day when I started this channel. What am I looking at? Oriana isn't in there. And granted, Wimby's actual given name could be anything, really. Like we could just go with because she's named by gnomes, so they may or may not be. He also named her Whitney, which is closest to Whimsy. Oh, it's not Whitney. It's Whitey. What the hell? Whitey? Is that a typo or is that actually like what it is? Whitey. We're not naming our character Whitey. The James Radar here. Just to make sure it isn't a typo. No, it is Whitey. He can be called White or Whitey, but not Whitney. What do you have against girls named Whitney? It's not a fan of Whitney Houston, apparently. Well, that's out. Just two U names? Can we, like, literally name our character Dusty? Probably. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, we can't actually officially name our character Dusty. Can we name our character Blue? In honor of Fallout 4? We could name our character Black. We name our character Boobies. Really? Look back at the L list. Also, I could look at K again and see if, like, this one has Kara in it, but I doubt it. Letterer. What the hell is Letterer? Why do you have, like, obscure names like Letterer in here? Lampreshet. Or Lampresht. Name her Leia. There's Mikami, which is kind of close to Makaria. There's Nipple is a name you can. I mean, I think there's only one character who can refer to you by name, so it's not that. Terribly important. I'm not sure if that's, like, the face we want though. Okay, can we clicked on there? Are you? Oh, I waited too freaking long. Now, okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I kind of like the look of this, like just the basic face. Oh, you need to have a masculine or feminine body type. Okay. Okay, that's 18. Okay. 21's like the brightest pink we can get. Okay. Balding. Okay. Also, I like the fact that we have our head, top of our head cut off here. Are there any pigtails? Oh, we could make Macaria here. No pigtails. What the heck? What the heck, Bethesda? Maybe a little too dark. Let me see what the other pink is. These are all the natural hair colors. So we either have a light pink or a darker pink. I do wish that they just have a color wheel option. Like every game should just have a color wheel option. Oh, I'll probably skip a ponytail. I don't like the lack of bangs. Just give her this really severe look. This is the ice shape. Okay. Seven's a shade of blue. That's like okay. I usually go for a more deep shade of blue, but This is like incredibly subtle. Give her old lady chin. They're aesthetic. There's a lot of them. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. We get a good look at what the different. Okay, so 5 is probably. Or 28 actually. Might be. Beard stubble is considered a blemish. Lower the intensity just a little bit. Let's increase the intensity just to get like a good look at what each of these is going for. And then dial it back. Not even sure what 35 is going for. We go for when was it again? I should have just freaking wrote these down. 28. Is that Space Cat? A reference to her Khajiit origins. Not sure why she have it on her face. Look at it wax like the Absolutely covered in dirt. We don't have any body tattoos. We just have a face tattoo. Cyberneticist? File not found. Xenobiologist. Industrialist? Ooh, lasers. Alien DNA. I mean, we have aliens in this game, or introvert? Huh. Really, that seems that's not how introversion works, or at least not how Whimsy's introversion works. These are all optional, apparently. Okay. Your parents are alive and well, but you can visit them at their home, but you will automatically spend 2%, send 2% of your credits home to them every week. And darkness, no parents. Faction allegiance traits. Here's the adoring fan. I don't know if I like the introvert. Like it would be kind of her thing, but not. Oh, cool. We can actually um, go between the windows at least while we're using our controller. So that's. Although we have to click back on here to. There you go. I have no idea what any of these factions are though. Like you literally have go to a wiki or something too. Okay, if you don't continue jumping regularly, like an addiction. But now I look at her from this angle. I don't like the look. Is it actually save? This causes a cursor to appear. Okay. I kind of like having a dream home, but we also like literally build our own home. It's kind of the only trait that I'm. New Atlanta sounds cool. Possibly enlightened. Wait, what the? I really wish to. Like, this would probably be an information negative. Like, like picking up my friggin' like, my earbuds. We're going all over the place. So, okay. Like, if I need to access a wiki or like some video, I don't think there were. I think I'm surprised at the YouTube channel. I mean, granted, I have kind of given myself a little bit of a blackout here, but I think there's like three different religions, and like only the serpents embraced. Embrace tells me anything about the religion. It's a religion dedicated to grab jumping, apparently. We need to jump a lot. That is the philosophy of the religion. But what is the sanctum universum? There's a chest full of items there, but cool. What is the spiritual or religious philosophy of, of universalism or whatever? Like, why should I have to freaking look this up somewhere to like? Does the philosophy, like, if I'm role playing, which I am, does the philosophy of of sanctum universum or whatever match my character's personality and personal philosophy? I look at the freaking Starfield wiki to okay, they're one of the newest religions to. Do you mind? I'm trying to read. Since the universe was one of the newest religions to arise among humanity, having formed within the last 2 decades. It has grown rapidly in that short time. The core belief of universals is that God exists somewhere in the universe, pride and center of the universe, and he wants a starship. Um, and is guiding humanity to meet him. Universals assert the humanity invention of the grav drive, which facilitates interstellar travel, is evidence of the divine guidance of and God's desire to be found. Interesting. Uh, you could just freaking give this information in the freaking game. It shouldn't be that hard. In line, they're atheistic. They're an organization of atheists. Um, in line, they're atheists who do not believe in a higher power. Instead, they espouse that humans should take care of each other. The Enlightened create and manage various humanitarian and community outreach programs across the solar system to spread their teachings. There's no article on the serpent's embrace. I mean, it is kind of self-implantory, explanatory. Oh, here you go. I had to put the apostrophe, I think. Oh, there's no page for it yet. Okay, cool. I mean, again, there's it's self-explanatory. So Universal believes in deity, and Line believes is more a humanist approach. I say she's technically agnostic. Um, huh. Like, basically, it feels like she's just not gonna have any of his traits. It is what it feels like because all of them have too many like downsides to them. The dream home could be interesting. I just have no context for um what the mortgage cost is going to, how much the mortgage cost is going to hinder us. Like this might even be all the more reason to freaking wait until later, so there's like more details and information out there. But also, I had to redo the entire character creation process. Like, basically, how hard is this to pay off? And what happens if we don't have enough money to pay it? Is Dream Home worth it? Okay, okay, they want you to actually pay off the entire debt in one payment. So it's very okay. Sure, it's very Tom Nookie apparently. I'm probably gonna do kid stuff too, because why not? Very role play. Like all over Trace might just be role play. Like raised Universal. I mean, I guess she was raised Universal. That would be yeah. Like just like the way that I was. raised Christian, and although I can still consider myself to be one, my beliefs have evolved to be more spiritual than religious, and also with a tinge of agnosticism. Okay. Well, X is square, isn't it? We could change our pronouns because, of course, um, I think that's how it's spelled. Is check here. Yeah, it's with two S's. It's funny the stream to reveal air quotes her actual name. Is it chord or chord? Dang it. Okay, it's no H. This is my own character. I don't know how to spell a name. This is a picture. You don't know how last name works, so I think Sparkle Court could. Why don't you see what the pronouns are? They, them, he, him, she, her. Okay. So there's no she, they. Um, Granted, that could be a little weird. Like, for example, for me, it's he, they. The idea being that depending on your preference or your comfort level in using um, for pronouns, you can refer to me with masculine pronouns or neutral pronouns. I'm not sure about like how it works. I mean, like there is a YouTuber who goes by she they pronouns, so I'm assuming for like non-binary individuals, which this person is, um, it's a matter of like which direction they lean most of the time, or which direction they just most prefer personally. In terms of like it's kind of a spectrum, you know, and so like, as for me, I most of it is that I just grew up for like I can't remember when I realized that I think I realized that I'm non-binary to varying degrees throughout my life, but but like I didn't like realize the word for it until probably I was in my 30s. So that's kind of where the he part comes in more than anything. It's just like I've been referred to with that pronoun most of my life. Everyone who knows me, especially my parents, um, refers to me with those pronouns. I don't really like since I'm a little of both. I consider myself to be a little of both. It it fits better than anything else. So like but if people want to acknowledge or respect or just personally feel more comfortable referring to a non-binary person with neutral pronouns, go ahead. The only thing that I am, and I guess like with the same logic, you could potentially refer to me with any pronoun, but it's just that she would feel kind of weird, just because again, I've lived most of my life as referred to as a he, and I don't know if that says anything to like the direction I lean, or I don't really care, to be honest. It might, but might not. It might just be again what I'm used to. So there you go. But I understand, like for purposes of game design, having just um, basic pronouns that are like universal are probably easier to program. Because like otherwise you had to like go through every single NPC that might refer to the player in the third person and basically design where they sit, I guess, regard to the pronoun issue, or I don't know. Like we could make Whimsy or Larissa in this case non-binary potentially, but I kind of prefer my female characters to just be female characters because they're just an expression of my female side. So what? Okay, there we go. Okay, I had to get like used to character must what? Character must be renamed. What? Is it the name too long? I don't care about the freaking Reddit. Okay. I need to hit enter? Huh? Huh? You don't like her name? Well, screw you! Oh, tell me to hit enter. Sure, whatever. What? I don't. What friggin' hell? What the hell? I am not East Ad. What the hell? He will just freaking call her Whimsy. Sure. Like,
Qualifications like this, we all figured you must be on the run from some megacorp. You're lucky we don't ask too many questions. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened?
oh, there was music. Okay. Can we actually save in the middle of a conversation? Of course we can't. There was this light and music.
Huh. Well, you passed out, that's for sure. Everything else, probably just your brain playing tricks. Either way, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil.
Is that like film grade?
Our constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke.
I might use this if I need something in.
You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't...
There we go.
Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with constellations.
Okay. So again, my tentative plan, it may depend on a few things, like maybe how many views this gets, or I don't know what the heck. Um, Something. Anyway, uh, I think I'll be playing Baldur's Gate until it's done, and then we'll be playing Starfield, and then we'll be playing Cyberpunk probably. Um, like it may or may not end up being reversed. I don't think it will be because like this game feels like something like once I get into it, I will be into it, and I want to give it the attention it deserves. So going back and forth between this and Baldur's Gate 3 may not be as viable as I initially considered. So, um, but we'll see. Like if this just gets a ton of views or a lot of comments or likes or something, maybe. But again, we'll see. So there are a bunch of things you can do. I'll take a few seconds of your time, as well as other things that are a bit more involved. And of course, all of that is completely up to you. And regardless, I thank you very much for watching. Until next time,